It's time to put your costume on and listen to the Long Con.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to the Long Con podcast, where we talk about things.
Hello, Internet.
Cosplay and other facets of geek
Welcome
culture.
to the Long Con.
I'm Kevin. This is Nick.
Hello.
And this is Dale.
And I'm Bob Ross.
Let's get back to
Dale.
Bob Ross.
Yeah, Dale, you gotta bring that up because I had it clicked on me for the intro. So I saw that you had the icon in the bottom, but I didn't actually see it.
Oh, I already deleted everything.
Oh, good job.
Oh.
All right,
What?
A
Dale.
masterpiece like that?
Dale, art segment, go.
Today we're going to be building a bush, but the bush is just going to be in the universe.
Intriguing.
Building a bush.
Build the bush down.
We're going to use MS Paint today.
Oh.
Now, if anyone tells you where the bush is, don't listen to them. It's nothing but a lie. So we just use the fiddle tool and we click green, and there's
Ooh.
the bush.
It's like magic before my eyes. My very eyes.
I figured Photoshop was too easy for this. And if anyone tells you where that bush is, you kill them and hide them in that bush. And that is Psychotic Bob Ross for tonight.
Oh boy.
Ah, you lost your masterpiece.
Yes, you did. That was just Harley Quinn.
Hey, those are the art prints from Sideshow for the premium format figures.
Oh, so that's where it came from. I basically just Googled DC characters for, wallpaper.
I think they sell those prints on Sideshow.
They
Okay.
uploaded the Batman one for the Batman premium format. And speaking of, Jen got hers in, I don't want to say in the mail, but UPS brought them to her a
Yes.
couple days ago. So they're on our shelves now that we bought specifically for that. And speaking of, Nick, you have our old shelf.
Yes, I do. Right here. And it looks
And-
fantastic.
Yeah, you have decked it out appropriately. So
And it looks like Hulk is presenting all the
yeah.
little pop figurines.
Yeah, they're his warriors.
Here, Hulk Pop Collection.
Go, Deadpool! I choose you!
He's flanked by the Hulk hands.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got my Mal gun here, and Hawkeye, and Hellboy dudes, and Coulson, and Thor's hammer and Meow Meow, and IG-88, and the Nuka-Cola thing, and Heavenly Sword, and Resident Evil, and Mass Effect stuff, and my Star-Lord guns, and Star Wars, and the Joker, and Catwoman, and the Winter Soldier, and my Star-Lord helmet, and Darth Maul.
Well,
And
we gotta cut,
Sakura. No.
cut Nick off here, otherwise.
I was just gonna keep going, and then.
Okay.
What we understand is Nick is very proud of his Sideshow collection.
And he doesn't have it insured.
Oh, that's incorrect.
So if someone were to take it, you would be reimbursed.
No. Stop this line of questions.
Nick, you want to see how I have my Hot Toys stuff displayed?
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks like he's trying to shit.
No,
It does.
It's Snake, and he's got a Baba on like in Super Smash Brothers. I thought it was
Oh,
fun.
heaven.
All my stuff is displayed behind me.
Yeah, you've got the stuff up there.
I was checking it out. I see the Kerrigan pop vinyl and the Kerrigan that I got you. And
Oh, yeah.
There's a Vegeta.
Diablo. You gave me Leela. There's a bottle of.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I couldn't get the Skype or the Google Hangout thing off the screen, so I couldn't see it.
And then, of course, there's this thing, the signed by the voice actors from
Yep.
something of
Dragon
the.
Age,
What's it called?
The Legend of the Seeker. It's
Dawn of the Seeker. Dawn of the Seeker.
Dawn of the Seeker. Thank you.
Yes. Where we almost got kicked out of it.
You turned that drama thing into a comedy.
It was hilarious. Maybe that's what we should do one of these times. Is we play it on the thing and we do like a.
I thought you were gonna say cosplay as characters from that. I'm like, no, not really.
That would be extremely awesome, except if it was something that wasn't public domain, they'd pull it immediately.
Hey, speaking of, wasn't that Funimation?
Yes.
Speaking of Funimation, Nick, did you have something you wanted to bring up that's Funimation related?
Well, I'm going to assume that's the Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah, how about that segue?
All right. So going off of that segue, I bought Dragon Ball Xenoverse today, and I'm not real far in it, but what it is the time place where Future Trunks was when he came back to kill Frieza in the show. There's something going through and like destroying proper history.
You mean Cell?
I don't know if it was so.
Oh, okay.
I'm not very far, but there's something destroying like the historical timeline. So
I
you
don't
basically
remember
have to
that
go.
in either saga, to be honest.
You what?
I don't remember any of that from either saga, either the Frieza or Cell saga.
No one was destroying history during the thing.
No,
Okay.
this is a new plotline.
Oh, okay.
It was a
But-
joke.
In,
That was
in
my-
the, in
Yeah.
the show, I don't remember this at all.
It takes place. No, it takes place in the same place that Trunks came from.
Gotcha. That timeline.
Yeah. No, I remember that then, or mention of it.
Yeah, that just means it's not Cell because Cell also came back to the timeline where Trunks destroyed Frieza, so it's something else.
Yeah, it's something else, and you're going with Trunks to fix it.
Gotcha. Who are you?
Like, it gives you a character creator.
Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. There wasn't that many it wasn't a super in-depth character creator but you could make a cool enough looking dude.
I was watching the Game Grumps episode of it, and they were running around making fun of the some of them because it's just like, this is like my Sonic OC character on DeviantArt. OC original character. That's like ATM machine.
Gotcha.
But yeah, they're just like, this is like looking at Sonic the Hedgehog original characters on DeviantArt because it's just like, you look like Goku, but you have pink hair.
Yeah, pretty much. I made a Namek
Oh.
because they kind of all look the same anyway.
Do they give him any special abilities or anything depending on
It's a
what
pick.
Yeah, you pick them and it levels you up and stuff.
Oh. Okay.
So
We'll play.
the fighting is pretty decent, honestly.
I remember owning DBZ Budokai. Is it Budokai or Budokai?
It's Budokan or whatever.
Budokan.
Yeah, Budokai. Which one of them was really good, and I don't remember which one it was.
I remember.
Ton of games out though.
Yeah, I remember Budokai being okay.
Well, this is like that, but it's newer and better.
It looked relatively decent for like if you're a fan of the show or the series.
Yeah, I want to unlock Cell so I can fight people. Be Cell.
And absorb them.
Yes.
Do we have any questions this?
We do not, as per usual. So.
I would like to point out though that we've covered up the squid nipples, so
Yeah.
Yes.
No squid nips this month.
we don't have to.
Is that the Fallout dress?
Yeah. The mannequin was gold, so.
Is that sad that I know Jess's dresses?
No, couldn't rhyme.
You can look at that shade of blue and that shade of yellow and be like, it's Fallout.
I think it's black and white.
Yeah, I was gonna. Damn it, Nick! You beat me to it.
No, and that's all we'll say. That's all we'll say.
That was
Kevin, I didn't want to do that. Don't set me up like that. I didn't want to go there. You think I feel good about that? I don't feel good about
To
that.
be fairly honest, you did start that.
Yeah.
We could have just left it as without any colors involved, and you had to bring color into this.
Yeah. It's. You took me there. You put the gun in my hand.
Hey, speaking of guns. So we've got like a new segment for the Long Con
Stop
podcast.
having good segues.
There was actually a segue before I got interrupted by all that stuff when it was in regard to video games, but it turned into dress comments, so I'm going to stick with this one.
All right.
Well, I feel I've appropriately ruined the segue enough that I'll allow you to continue.
Props! Speaking of props.
Stop trying to prop up this conversation.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So we figured that we just kind of talk about ourselves a lot. So it's like, why don't we do something useful? And I.
Kill yourself.
And that's
This is the way it started going. But no, we've started a new segment called the Long Con Build a Bit, and you can probably find a link to that right here.
Yeah.
Do the thing, click the link. But yeah, so this was like a $2 to $5 pistol from or dart gun from Walmart or Target or something. I can't remember where I bought it.
Take that, Walmart. We're not going to plug market you.
So far, you have a big range of what this thing actually is. It's $2 to $5. It's at a store.
But the point is, you can pick up, like, say, I have no time. I built this costume, and I have no time to build a prop from scratch. If you can find one that's kind of the relative shape, you can basically sand it down, paint it, and you're good. You know, even at the con. I just use cheap acrylic paints, which you could buy at a Walmart. So if you're at a con near a Walmart, get to the Walmart and you're good, maybe. So anyway, you can find that link. It's up here.
Get out of the way of the link. It's fine. And him talking about that is what led to the Bob Ross segment that I just did.
Click Dale's face.
Yeah.
Right on his face.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our new segment. It's got a jingle and everything, so it's a legitimate segment.
All right, and then do you want to talk about the other segment we're thinking of doing?
We're thinking of we recorded a Let's Play yesterday where we played. we played Evolve, which is mainly we attempted to play and got. I don't want to spoil it.
Let's just say that we could have called it a Let's Die.
Yeah.
It was Let's Wait.
the first round was a Let's Wait. But anyway, that's gonna be found here. Click on this. There. Click it there. Before I drop it.
It's very heavy, people. Don't
is.
make him hold it for that long.
It's alright.
Very heavy Let's Play.
Just to be links popping up everywhere.
No. Take that. So, 2 new segments.
Yeah. Well, thanks for talking to us.
Thanks for coming to us, guys. See you later.
Yeah, okay. We still have 45 minutes of stuff to talk about.
Goodbye, Internet.
Yeah. But the one thing we got coming out soon is we're going to Indiana Comic Con. Right, Nick?
Yep. So if you're going to be at Indiana Comic Con, you can look for us. And if you see us, we'll let you take a picture.
Watch that one girl be there from Dragon Con.
Yeah. I know you're out there, one fan. I know you exist.
I feel like we should go on Misconnections and see if anything's on there about this.
Well,
I don't know who I am, but I knew it was you, Nick.
I suppose we could also read the comments on the video.
Comments?
Oh yeah, that's right. No one watches.
We only do this because our narcissism wins.
Yeah, if I don't put my narcissism on the internet, then it's going to make me explode.
We get a sweet narcissism bonus.
Yeah. Have you decided what you want to bring, Nick? Because I know Bly, you're not coming, right?
I don't think I'm going to be able to.
All right, you got to work and all that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
So have you decided what you're going to be, Nick?
Well, I'm not sure. I'll probably do something really light because I was very lazy this past couple months, and I think I might be too fat for all my costumes.
What about Mal?
I'll have to try the pants on.
All right.
They're very tight pants.
Because I was thinking about bringing Jane. And then I was like, I don't really know who else to really pick. So I was thinking Jane. Do the Murfinsons have a panel again this year?
Not that I've heard about, but I suppose we'll find out. I'm calling this one CorgiCon.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I have my coat has started commission. I have everything in there for Dawn to be putting together. So hopefully we'll hear
Sweet.
You
hear
did,
something
huh?
about that soon. Yeah. So
I
the
did
measurement.
not know.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes, and I've begun drawing up blueprints for Bianca 2.0.
Yay! Are you just going with the classic design, or are you going to go with one of the alternate versions from Inquisition?
I'm basically going to use the one you see in the trailer, is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
And I mean, I want to do upgrades for it, but I mean, I think it's going to be, Varric's going to be basically, I've been classic Varric the whole time, so.
Mhm.
I don't know if I'm going to do the chest plate for Varric, though, but I might do the shoulder pads and
Okay.
knee majiggers.
Well, I mean, you
Uh,
could technically have. Isn't there a hunter outfit for that? Or it's just the pauldrons and the chest is still bare?
Which one did you
Hold on,
go with? The hunter coat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me pull up.
Is it the hunter coat or the prowler coat?
I believe it's the Prowler one.
Okay, prowler is the top tier one. It's the tier
Yeah.
3.
I used the
Okay.
top tier one.
Okay.
Let me pull, and I will see if I can show you.
Hey, Kevin.
Hmm.
Put my Twitter handle right here.
Give me a sec. Where is it?
Right here. Twitter handle.
Okay, stop tickling your Twitter handle. Nobody wants to see that.
I don't know. Twitter might.
Yeah.
I've got it stuck on Dale right now, so because you're about to screen share, right?
Oh, you can go ahead and do him quick. I'm
Yeah.
pulling up the picture.
Alright.
I'll let you know before
I don't want to
Twitter.
see him diddle his Twitter handle.
Kevin, put it right here.
I do it. This is how we get
Giving me-
banned from the internet.
Giving me stuff to edit.
Alright.
This is my workload.
So, alright. So I will now be screen sharing. Let me know whenever you're ready, and I'll say.
I'm already on it. So
Okay.
Alrighty.
So this is the plan. I mean, this is what I sent to Dawn. Hey,
Okay.
put this one together, kind of a thing. I don't know how much she's gonna work on the coat for it because I don't know if she's actually gonna put the shoulders on the
Right.
coat, but I'm thinking she'll just put a basic coat together, and I hope at least the belt kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for her to email me back or talk to me about what the plan is, but
Did you
this is-
send her a full turnaround?
yeah.
Okay, good. I was gonna say it's a lot to go off of just that.
Yeah.
Jeez, you gave him the full, double daggers and everything.
I took away Bianca because Bianca was taking up a lot of space on there when we were trying to see stuff. So So the curl dagger is the default thing that he's always got, and then these were just default stabby weapons.
Yeah.
Take away Bianca. So yeah. So that's the plan. So that means
Cool.
I also need to get new pants.
Yeah, he's
I need to
got
get-
some weird chappy pants.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose what I could probably try to do is not even buy chaps, just buy something and then just either one way or the other, just fabric over one of them.
hmm
But yeah, so that's my plan. I don't know if when I'll have that done though.
Awesome.
It is pretty awesome.
I'm excited to see it. Are you gonna get that ascot too, or the scarf?
Yeah, I'll have it.
Okay. Because I did send you a link a couple months ago
Mm-hmm.
with that, so and that one would be big enough. 'Cause as far as I'm aware, that thing was huge.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty huge.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody
Fold it into a triangle and tie it behind your neck. It's super easy. That's what I do for
I'm
mine.
not too worried about it. But yeah, it'd be the chest plate, I think, would be the hardest part for me. But yeah, so that is my plan at this current point in time.
Awesome. Nick, are you updating Sebastian this year?
Probably not because of my car.
Mm.
Yeah, the winter's been hard on your car.
Yeah, I basically have to get a new one within the next couple months.
That's
So
Mine was given a life expectancy of like 1 year, and that was like 3 years ago. So it's still running on borrowed time.
Mine, I might get one within the next couple of weeks, or possibly, we'll see. But I have a couple I'm looking at, so I'm gonna go and look physically at them on Friday, and then if I can get enough from them for my car, then I might pick it out. Which would be nice because, you know, it's like right in time for con season then.
Mm-hmm.
And also, my car is a death trap.
I told you.
A
Nobody
death trap
listened.
with a really wide turning radius. I'm not convinced that your car even has a turning radius. It just kind of follows the curvature of the whatever plane it's on.
Yeah, it follows. It doesn't turn. If you want to turn, you have to. It angles very slightly. So you
It's
just
like a
go around the
motorcycle.
Earth. You go around the Earth in these varying belts until you arrive at your location.
I was gonna say it's like a motorcycle. You have to put the weight on one side to have it turn. No?
I think that's accurate.
Okay.
But yeah, so if you can come to the Murfinsons Indiana Comic Con, come and join us. I'm sure we'll be easy to find and everything.
I like how they own that con now.
Well, that's the whole reason we know about it and have gone to it, though.
True. And then after that is C2E2, which is shaping up to be pretty cool so far for us.
Assuming we can figure out the room situation. Right
Oh,
now.
I think we've got it figured out.
For C2E2?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be an issue.
So is it 3 or 4 rooms now?
Well, I'm in charge of 2 rooms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And then-
I'm in charge of 1 room, and Missy's in charge of 1 room, and I'm not putting any thought beyond that, really.
Okay.
Wendy and Jay said that they might have a space if we are overcrowded. I'm not sure if we will be.
Mm-hmm.
But when we get to Indiana Comic Con at the Murphy's house, me and Missy are gonna divvy up who's where. So.
Oh, you're gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were staying at the Murfinsons. Why are we trying to figure out what's going on at Indiana Comic Con?
No, we're staying with Wendy and Jay for that.
Right.
At there, when Missy's there and we're there physically, we're gonna pick
Gotcha.
who goes in what room.
Okay. Because I know Addie's friend was planning on getting a room, and so was Kat.
Kyle. Yep. Well,
Yes.
we've got Catherine in one, and then Audie, Jen, and I are in that room too, and then Kyle so far has his own room. So I don't know if we're gonna add more to that.
Mm-hmm.
But so that's that group, and we're down the street a bit. So, but we're also over by all the food places I want to go to.
Yeah,
So
I'm really
excited about that.
I'm just focusing on the me and Missy's stuff.
Dale, they have a place called the Donut Vault, and we're gonna go there, and they keep their donuts in a vault, which they don't actually do.
I'm gonna wait to get my hopes up because I feel like this is a gigantic lie.
I feel like it's all lies.
There is a place in Chicago called the Donut Vault. It's over in the French Quarter.
Are we gonna have to pull off a job to get these donuts?
Yes, we gotta go. We gotta go underneath, like take the taxi, the water taxi, and since it's winter, we gotta get like an icebreaker boat.
Okay.
And then there's a secret tunnel that will lift up, and we gotta go underneath, and then we gotta put the C4 in the top, and then it blows it, and then the safe comes down. But it's just a rack of donuts. It's like
Sounds legit.
Sounds super expensive.
I was thinking more like Scrooge McDuck.
Where you
Ooh,
just
yeah.
dive into
a thing of
giant room of donuts. That would
Pretty
be awesome, but then it would be horribly sticky.
I figure at that point you're expecting to be sticky.
I suppose. But
If
yeah,
it's sticky on the outside, it must go.
I like donuts, so that's gonna happen. And then Audie's not been to he's not had deep dish before, so we're gonna take him to Lou Malnati's. And that's gonna be good. And then Intelligentsia Coffee, if I can go.
No.
I know you're not interested, Dale, but Nick, you should go to Intelligentsia, but you have your rule about your cons, so.
I don't leave.
Yep.
It's not why I'm there.
I promise you Intelligentsia is good.
I know that I've been there before.
Have you?
Yeah.
When did you go?
Well, I haven't been there, but I've had it brought to me.
You actually go to one and get like a cappuccino or something. Really good. Dale is silently disagreeing over there.
I'm trying to figure out where the place is so I can send him a cease and desist.
Oh no.
Dale's gonna buy it and have it shut down.
They have like a
not coffee.
steep and desist.
He's gonna make Kevin watch as he pours it all down the sewer.
We'll only sell decaf.
No. Decaf coffee that is the same price as regular coffee is inferior coffee.
Obviously, it's
Because
decaf.
it has to go through more processes. Like it goes to a separate facility to decaffeinate the coffee beans. So obviously it's more expensive because it has to run through more equipment.
Oh, okay.
It's true. Does that not make sense? Don't make me add that star, Dale.
If you started this again,
And the star.
you did it.
More editing.
Yeah.
Is it
So-
NBC that has that?
I believe it was, yes.
Okay, yeah, they're gonna sue us. They're gonna send us a cease and desist.
They probably will. They're desperate for attention.
Yeah.
If we're that popular that we finally get a cease and desist, we'll know we've made it. All right.
We can say as seen on NBC.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's sued by NBC.
So, do we want to talk about the sad thing that happened this week?
We probably should.
Seeing as you're the biggest Star Trek fan, why don't you, Dale?
Well, I'm sure. Well, if you are friends with me on Facebook and you don't already know this, I don't know if you have technology, but you should probably get it soon.
Yeah, everybody's been talking
Watching
about it.
right now. But of course, Leonard Nimoy passed away at the age of 83.
Mm-hmm.
Very sad.
So it sucks. I mean, he's always looked. He's been in film and everything forever, kind of a thing. Like even before any of us were born, that's how long it is. So it sucks. Just like we also lost, Harold Ramis, whatever, last year.
Yeah, they're going through your favorite movies.
Yeah, basically, they're finding my favorite people. So yeah.
Yeah, I always really liked. That was one of the reasons I liked Civilization, because he read the little quotes from through the ages, and I thought that was just a cool touch. Whenever you research a technology, Leonard Nimoy would just read a historical quote. I was like, that's cool. It's appropriate, and
I really like.
he's just got a cool voice, so I'm surprised
Yeah.
he didn't do more voice acting.
He was always before they made the Lord of the Rings movies. Even he was always my headcanon Gandalf, and I'll tell you why.
Because of the Bilbo Baggins thing?
The Rankin, no, not. I mean, that's what ruins it.
No.
But
I love that.
yeah, there's that. But the old Rankin Bass, Return of the King, and The Hobbit that the Rankin Bass made, which are pretty good actually. John Huston did the voice for Gandalf, and Leonard Nimoy kind of sounds similar. And when they were casting The Lord of the Rings, we were like, oh, Leonard Nimoy should be Gandalf. And then we were like, but they won't because they'll bring up that Bilbo Baggins song.
That would have been awesome. Now I'm thinking about it. Leonard Nimoy is Gandalf.
It would have been awesome.
What's our traveling music?
Bilbo Baggins.
If you haven't seen it, just go and find it on YouTube.
No, you can click
Greatest
right
little
here.
hobbit of them all.
There you go.
I went through the bother of finding it for you.
Hey,
You're
Kevin,
welcome. I'm your internet curator for the day.
I'll give you.
I'll be your guide to the stars of the world of the internet.
Kevin, I'll buy you a donut if you, when you held that link up, if you put the reflection in the mirror in the background.
I mean, it's just gonna be a box.
Kevin.
I'm not actually gonna put like grab video of that, put it in
Kevin.
there, and then I have the thing back there. But no,
Kevin, we mustn't be lazy.
no, I'm not doing augmented reality type stuff.
Do augmented reality.
It's alright, he'll fix it in post.
Yeah, put it in. Photoshop it in.
No, I've got 2 other things to edit. I still have to finish. I mean, it's right here, that prop thing. I don't have to edit it at all because it's already done.
And my Twitter handle.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's already done. I have a folder with that in it. You can just pop that up there.
But check out my Twitter handle in this different style.
I'd like if he just like edited you out half of the conversation.
That's what's like,
He's like, I'm not putting Twitter in there. I'm just
he's moving his head around enough that I can capture the background, and I can just put it over his head so it looks like he's decapitated.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have skin and no mouth and be like,
Just like the Matrix.
Mhm. There you go. It'll be fine. So, are we planning? So, should we put it to a vote to see if we're gonna do a Let's Play of Evolve every month and do highlights, or if people just don't want to see that us to do a Let's Play at all?
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing another Evolve one. The one we did was
Well, I mean,
okay, but
is it gonna be a continual thing? Are we gonna do it each month?
I'd like
We're
to do a
gonna
Let's
do-
Play each month and like a build bit each month.
Yep.
Can, but if I'm building something new every month, it might get a little difficult.
I told
So-
you, edit up the other segments.
Yeah, I actually have a segue for that too. The shield giveaway is done and it's boxed up.
And so, can you say who it is, or are you fearing for that person's life?
Oh no, they live in Sweden, so it's got to go to Sweden, so that's going to be expensive.
Oh, great! It goes to Europe. What a surprise!
Probably about about $70, I would guess.
Probably. So, I mean, it's not too heavy, but it's bulky.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, they actually. Nick, do you remember when Jess was building that Alistair plushie?
Yes.
Do you remember the plushie she was looking at?
No.
Oh, I think she was referencing a different one, and the person who won that built that other one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's like I was making sure like the person didn't have like multiple entries. Like, hey, I've got a different Tumblr and I entered this as well. Like, this is my art blog and this is my regular blog, and I entered both.
Yeah.
And I just found that like, oh, that's this person. That's kind of cool. So
I couldn't do that.
no, I specifically had it in the rules that you couldn't or shouldn't.
Mhm.
And I was going to be doing some, checking for whoever won. And if I find that like everything is null and void for you, and I pick a different person, so don't do that.
I did it. That's why I didn't win, isn't it?
You didn't enter at all.
Yeah, I did.
I'm like half of your fan base. Is just so you know. That's how many accounts I have.
I'm only a third.
You guys could have entered. I think you both follow me.
I didn't follow you before you said it, so you said I couldn't do it.
You followed me with the Varick account, didn't you? Oh, wait, I was following you. I don't know if you followed me.
No, I followed you, but
I'm
you said it was
sure.
I entered it just in
I
case.
don't know.
I would enter it just so if I won it, that I could make a Alistair to compete with yours.
I'm a fan of the character, so if you made one, I'd be like, sweet, more Alistair to go around.
I can't do the Alistair hair though.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't want to stay up. That's what she said.
You could do it. We just have to get you gelled. That's all.
Yeah, just like Chris Redfield.
Yeah.
I'm not going to link that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Fine, Kevin. So, Indiana Comic Con, gonna be
Yep.
good.
And
And
then
C2E2
is going to be fantastic.
C2E2 is gonna be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going into a cave until Dragon Con.
So did you see the post Ron made recently about cosplay and Playboy or whatever?
No.
It's actually open on my news feed. That's what's showing on my news feed right now.
I briefly looked at it or whatever, but is it so? I think Playboy's doing like a cosplay section now or something like that.
It says
Cos
this weekend.
Playboy?
Yeah. Let me see if I can
Playboy.
pull it up too, so I can make sure I'm not speaking out of my ass. But what kind? I mean, have we reached critical mass when that happens now? Is that it? I mean, where can cosplay community go from there? I guess, unless we start getting into like the politics and stuff. Like,
No.
Well,
for
Let's
this
keep,
person, best for
let's
this
keep cosplay and politics far, far apart.
I don't know.
So-
There's plenty of bickering.
everyone has to decide what kind of hipster they're going to be. If they're like, I was into this before, it was cool.
This sounds like a
or-
BuzzFeed quiz. What kind of
Yeah.
hipster are you?
Yeah. You have to decide, do I want to be this kind of hipster or do I want to do this? It's a big workload that I'm not going to get into. So I'm just going to keep on living my life.
But that didn't answer my question.
What was the question?
The whole
Sorry,
Playboy with cosplay thing, like, I don't know. I clicked on the weird link, and it's just showing women in cosplay kind of a thing. So it wasn't.
I mean, the way I like cosplay, and I know there's a lot of people who like sexy kind of cosplay, and that's fine. It's just I like accurate cosplay. So like I'm more likely to give kudos to a person who did like a super accurate this or that, rather than oh you did sexy Pikachu or sexy whatever. I don't know.
Actually, Pikachu's accurate.
You know, it's like that's perfectly fine if you want to do that, and it's perfectly fine if you want to like that. But that's not something I'm into. I like my cosplays accurate. So I was actually talking to this with Jen.
We gathered.
Right before the podcast because we were talking about the I don't know, it was a topic that we were talking about because we were talking about cosplay. Yeah, I like my costumes accurate. That's all.
No, I understand. But
Yeah, it's just pretty mainstream now.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the spotlight.
Well, like, you know, it's if you go to Dragon Con and you see like some dude who has a Captain America costume and he's just in a blue banana hammock with a Captain America shield, it's like, I'm Captain America. It's like, no, you're not. You're a dude in a little banana hammock with a shield.
You'd be like, oh yeah, what cannon?
banana hammock cannon.
Why are the banana hammock cannon?
Exactly. See.
They're used.
Fly's uncomfortable now.
Kevin, make a graphic for that.
No.
Banana hammock cannon.
Zoom enhance.
I want an animated banana hammock cannon
You know
graphic.
what? You know what I want to see? I want to see somebody cosplay Squid Nipples there.
Oh yeah.
From
Well, just
last month.
you just have to put this on our head.
From last month. There you go. Sexy squid cosplay. And it's accurate.
It's sexy Cthulhu, Kevin.
Yeah, get it right.
Your camera lagged, so you just got stuck in that pose for a couple seconds. That's how it panned out. I don't know, I feel like we should have a question or something that maybe a user submitted, but we don't.
I'm trying to bring things up here.
I know we used them all up last month.
Yep.
Yeah.
So many good ones. Then again, I didn't prompt anybody this month. It was like, oh yeah, we gotta do the podcast because it's the last day of February.
Well, it's also,
It's technically March right now.
Yeah, it's also the shortest month of the year too.
Yeah.
It's not like, and this is prime time right before con starts. So like 90% of my newsfeed on Facebook is people, hey, this is my updated costume. This is what it looks like finished. And
people making the plans that they're going to break later.
Yeah.
That's the story of my life.
The lies we tell ourselves in the off season.
I'm gonna stay in shape this season.
Round is the shape.
Yeah. Oh.
All right. Well,
It's so true though.
I will say.
So, what did you dig up, Dale? Because I thought you were looking for something regarding that.
Oh well, I brought up the news article, but all it was just showing is 10 sexy female costumes.
I just found naked Playboy ladies, and I got sidetracked.
What were we talking about again, guys? What's going on?
Who podcast?
Wait, what?
Who's podcast? Yeah, I watch a podcast.
I'll just get on screen share. It's fine.
Well, in that vein, like I stated my opinion. What do you guys think of like? Is there a place for sexy cosplay? And don't say the bedroom. Don't say the bedroom.
I wasn't going to.
Okay.
Now that's all I can think about is to say the bedroom lie, just because you told me not to.
That's perfectly fine. You can keep that to yourselves.
I think people can do whatever they want.
Okay.
I'm gonna screen share.
But okay, in that same vein, like do you have a preference as far as cosplay goes? Like, do you like accurate stuff? Do you like people taking more liberties with it?
I have to say I have no problem with it, and I do enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, to me it should not be the basis of your costumes. Most of your costumes, I think, should be more focused. Even if it's a different sex, try to be as accurate as possible. Don't get me wrong, I'm more than happy and fine to see sexy cosplay kind of a thing, but when it gets to the point where, like another Ron post that he had on there, is how this one woman is the queen of cosplay or whatever, and I'm thinking the whole time, is it just because she does a lot of sexy cosplay kind of a thing, or she does accurate cosplay? And I'm guessing it's probably more because of her body type and the sexy cosplay. And it
Probably.
So I'm like, how? To me, that's not the king or queen kind of a thing. The king or queen is the one who can make accurate, maybe even fast and cheap stuff that looks really nice kind of a thing. That's someone who'd be the king and queen, in my opinion.
I'm starting to think that Rob Duran is the king. Have you been watching him build that Iron Man suit?
Yeah, he's got like this crazy he tilts it back and then he tilts it forward.
He tilts it back and the light comes on, and he puts it forward and the top pops open for the laser.
Yeah, I've seen that somewhere else before too, so he's probably following along. But that's just like you got to program all that stuff, and it's because I'm assuming it's not just a mechanical trigger.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever it is,
I'm assuming you can do both, but
I'm not capable of that.
I wouldn't be able to do that, so that's super cool. But it's just cosplay as a whole. I mean, it's not. You can do cosplay competitions and all that stuff, but I mean, as long as you're having fun, it's not a profession for 90% of the people out there.
Right.
So nobody's making their living on going from convention to convention of spending a bunch of money on costumes, right?
Not yet.
I'm sure there might be some people out there who their entire livelihood depends on it, but I'm assuming a lot of people they run a booth and they make sales, and then they use those sales to fund other things, and they do photo shoots, and it's more than just costumes.
Well, yeah.
So
I mean, to me, it's the ones who are doing cons for a living are usually stars or artists.
I mean, Yaya Han comes to mind. I know people have varied opinions for her, but she's been successful. You can't argue that. She's made a living off of costuming.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, whether you like her or not, that's just long and short of it. She goes to conventions and she makes money. So, whereas
long and short
most people spend money at conventions like us.
Unless someone pays us to come to the convention.
Well, yeah. which is super awesome. By the way, Magic City Con, right here, I'll be there as a guest.
And I'll be there as a guest of a guest.
Yeah,
And I won't be
proxy. No, because you're living in your cave until Dragon Con. You
Yep.
established that.
I'm going into a cave until Dragon Con.
Um, so, Dale, we got your opinion. Nick, you said you don't mind.
I said people
like,
can do whatever they want.
Yeah, that's about all you said. Do you have a more elaborate? Like, what do you prefer? Do you? What's your opinion on sexy cosplay? What's your opinion on accurate cosplay? What's like gender bent stuff? All that. There's a bunch of different.
I did a gender bent costume, so I can't really slag that off.
True. I'm sure it's behind your shoulder right now.
And I think people can do it. I like conventions more for the social aspect than the cosplay aspect in the first place. So I like to see people. I like to see people make up stuff. I like the weird steampunk versions of things. I like people's gender bent stuff that I've seen. I don't know. I just like when people do. I like the accurate stuff. I like the creative ones. I don't know. I like it more for the social aspect.
Yeah. So that's typically how we just go to conventions for social, hanging out with friends and just being around, the geek community, costuming community in general. We're all just fans of stuff. So, but I mean, there are people who do stuff competitively. What do you think about, say, like a gender bent something or taking liberties as far as entering a costume contest?
Well, it depends
that's
what
where the line would blur.
Yeah, it depends what they're judging on, because they lose points for accuracy because it isn't accurate. But they could have really good craftsmanship. Like you could build like a steampunk Iron Man that you spent a lot of time on it.
I guess it depends on the contest rules or whatever. Because I mean, remember when we went to the video game orchestra thing, video games live or whatever. One of them was, I'm my own character.
You got booed off the stage. I did feel a little bit sad. Sorry for the guy, but it was just like he was wearing a purple wig, and that was literally it.
Yeah, there's sometimes when it's just it's like
that's perfectly fine if you wanted to show up in that.
It's like the definition for pornography. I know it when I see it. That's my opinion of good or weird cosplay.
Okay. What was I? Okay, so you guys saw. I'm gonna bring up my friend Allison. You saw her Logan costume at Dragon Con, right?
Yes.
I had seen pictures of her before meeting her, and I didn't realize that was a girl. That's how good her gender bent or not. It wasn't gender bent. It was a crossplay. I guess gender bent would be like you're a girl or you're a guy and you're cosplaying the other gender, but you're maintaining that your gender throughout that costume, even though the costume or character you're portraying is an opposite gender.
Throw my Rose picture up again.
Yeah.
I feel like that the gender bender thing is usually the sexy cosplay kind of thing, where the cross cosplay is you're trying
sometimes.
to
For
like sexy Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Well, for example, Grace is going to be a gender bent Cullen, and that's not going to be a sexy costume. She's got like armor and stuff like that, but she's like, I'm a girl and I'm going to be cosplaying as a girl. It's just the girl version of this character.
She built that armor really fast.
She did. I watched her like Twitch stuff, and it was awesome. So, props to her. I can't build very fast. It takes me forever to build stuff. Yes. Whereas, I said gender bent, so crossplay is you're maintaining the gender of the character. So in Allison's case, Allison's a girl, but she's cosplaying as Logan, who is a guy, but she's putting on makeup and making herself look like a guy.
Or Jess's
character.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's why I was always joking.
Or like Whitney does like Link and stuff like that, and she'll change from a girl to an ambiguous gender to maintain Link.
She also does the El Dorado The Rodel Dorado.
And then her Alibaba costume, which I'm not familiar with what series that's from, but she can pull it off. So, and it's all.
Isn't that Aladdin?
I don't know. I assume it's from some anime. So
Missy did the Legolas one too.
yeah. So I mean, like, I've got a lot of respect for that because it's like you're taking the extra step of using makeup to make yourself look like the opposite gender. I mean, you see a lot less guys who, do the gender bent, not gender bent, I keep going back to that, the crossplay for girls and pull it off accurately, but it does happen.
I feel like that would be harder to do because of most of the costumes that the women normally would have, kind of a thing.
Fun fact, though, related to sexy cosplay, I did see, I think it was on Tumblr, there was a guy who dressed up like a sexy stormtrooper and actually made his, he went through, I think he shaved like his arms and all that stuff. And I guess people were hitting on him, and then he pulled off the helmet. He's like, "Oh, thanks." And they're like, "Ah."
That's hilarious.
It's, it's a social thing. It's just kind of funny, and everybody's having a good time. I don't have a problem with that. Some people do. Some people are like, "Why would you do that?" I'm sure, but
some people like to have problems with everything.
But anyway, going back to what I was saying, Allison could totally enter her Logain thing in a competition, and until she said something, I'm assuming most people would assume she's a guy because it's that good. So I mean that takes accuracy into effect because you're putting on makeup and all that stuff. So it's just another element. So anything else to add?
No.
Okay, that's about the only topic that came to mind.
Well, yeah. I mean, you had cross cosplay, you had gender bend, and then we had the sexy cosplay kind of a thing. So I mean, the three, and well, I guess normal. So I guess those are the four things.
Yeah, but I mean, I prefer accuracy, but I don't have a problem with any of them really. I know some folks on the internet do. But anybody should be able to cosplay any character they want. Like, if they're just having fun, nobody should be able to tell them that they're... As long as it's not offending, like...
Yeah, I was going to say, as long as it's legal blood.
Yeah, as long
like having fun kicking people down the escalator.
Right.
Or running naked with a raptor mask.
Yeah, I mean, that's crossing a line there, so... But if it's just you having fun and that's not really hurting anybody else, then go for it. Doesn't matter if you're fat or skinny or whatever. Like the race thing, that doesn't bother me. Like if
I don't. Yeah, no.
If you're a Caucasian person, you want to cosplay a black character, go for it. If you want to be Afro Samurai, whatever. Get a fro wig, or Mr. Popo in Dale's case, or if I.
But I don't. Yeah, to be honest, when people play different races I'm like, that's one thing you can't control out of
exactly. So
like you can slightly control your size. You can control. Well, some of us can control our hair or our facial hair, kind of a thing. But yeah.
I mean, they have fixes for that too. I mean, you can wear a wig or you can get a fake beard, like I've had to do for Snake. You can make it work. Just gotta look into it, I guess. But yeah, race, whatever, you like the character, so do it. So
that's fine. It's not like anyone's actually gonna call out someone to their face in public.
Yeah, it's always the anonymity of the internet.
Yeah, right. They wait until they can send anonymous Tumblr messages.
Yeah. Because they can't say it to someone's face because they're scared, and that's what it is. Hey, you can't find me. Yay! That's nice because if you said it in public, everyone would make fun of you, and then you'd cry and then eat all the Cheetos. It's fine.
Hey, man, I'll eat all the Cheetos.
No, they have Cheetos. Jess eats the Cheetos.
The Cheeto man. All right. Well, I think we've been about an hour. Do we want to go any further than that, or are there any other last thoughts?
Big things? I have an announcement, but it has nothing to do with cosplay, if you guys want to hear it.
I want to hear it.
All right. I put in my notice for work that I am quitting there.
Oh, snap.
Oh, you're giving me another number?
Yep. Wait, what?
All the
yeah.
people who were
Yeah.
getting.
Yeah. So in the last 2 weeks, 3 people have quit in my department, and I am the third one, and there will be a fourth one by the end of next month. I will be working at Bonton, so
Bonton?
Boston Store's corporate headquarters.
Oh.
Bonton owns a bunch of
Bonton.
things. Yeah. Bonton owns like 6 subsidiaries, where Roundy's only owns like 3. Well,
Yeah.
2.
Well, from what you kept telling us, like management didn't know what they were doing.
Yes. They still don't understand why people are leaving, so it's fine.
Dale, did you give them an action plan?
If anyone from my job saw that, they would be laughing so hard right now, because that's the thing. That's what our VP does. We need to put together an action plan. The only problem is he never does anything with the damn action plan. So it's an inaction plan.
He takes it and brings it to the donut vault and locks it up.
I prefer inaction plans myself.
Yeah. So it's actually only down the road from where I
I was
am.
just about to ask if you had to go to a different, well, obviously a different building, but is it in Milwaukee and all that stuff?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's
Cool.
Grand Avenue Mall kind of a thing. So it's literally 2 blocks away. Not literally 2 blocks away. It's like,
So you'll be able to look out the window and maybe see your manager do this in the window. I wonder if I can find the animated GIF of that cat that's doing this.
I'm sure it's out there.
Yeah.
So,
right here.
but here's the big thing now. Apparently, I get to have a nice discount for when I go shop at Boston Store.
Ooh.
So I might have to buy something there at some point. So.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm going to be handling, but I'm going
Do
to
you
be.
know what they sell at Boston Store?
I think cats. I'll be an inventory management analyst, but I don't know what department I'll be in, so I can be in almost anything at this point until
Can I still call you an item master specialist?
You can. I will forever keep that title
All right.
in my resume.
Excellent. So how long ago did you put in your 2 weeks?
I didn't put in. It wasn't 2 weeks. I put it in. I gave it to him on Friday.
Okay.
I put in the 18th will be my last day.
Okay.
Because I have the Indiana Comic Con coming up, and I go, you're giving me the 3 days I asked off, I will work until the 18th. If not, then I'm putting in my 2 weeks now, and basically that'll be me working for a week and a half then, because I'm still
nice.
going on vacation.
Giving an ultimatum.
Yeah, I was like, it's up to you, but there's a new person who just started an old job of mine, and I'm the only one who could train them, so it was kind of, I have them over a barrel kind of a thing. So.
See.
Well, good job, Dale.
Yeah.
It is,
Congrats.
supposedly.
You finally got out of Roundy's, which you've been in for how long? Since
It
high
was
school?
yesterday was 13 years.
Oh, man.
But that goes all the way to when I was a cashier in high school,
Yeah.
kind of thing. And I worked my way up to the upper echelons of
Tonight he's fighting
corporate.
for his sandwich. He worked his way up in the boxcars.
Yep.
Right. You gave me that leading line, and I just had to tie the Simpsons.
Yeah, you had to take
It's
that.
fine. It's fine.
Internet, it always comes back to the Simpsons with us.
Indeed. There is even a website, I think, out there or whatever. Just like type in something and it'll find a quote from The Simpsons about it or something for you.
It's been on for a lot of years.
But so that was my big announcement. Other than that,
Awesome.
I'm out for now. I hope to have a better update about Bianca next time, or a better wig, or some pants or something.
Well,
awesome. You gotta track down a better one. That one's, we tried fixing the color and it just wants to stay yellow. I don't know what it is.
I asked Steph.
We
to help
dyed
me
it twice and it was still too bright. So,
I asked Steph to help me with that and get me one because I made her that staff or whatever. So hopefully she'll be able to. Otherwise, I mean, because I'm
I would
horrible.
stick with Arda. Arda's like top of the line for wigs as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
Because I mean the wig quality is good. It's just the color that's off. Right. Yeah, I don't like the. If you look at the model sheet, it's like a really dark brown with red in it.
Well, yeah,
And then if you looked at the screenshot you showed us, it was still kind of that sandy blonde color, like
Yeah.
this almost.
his hair is the hair that changes color all the time.
Yeah.
His
I had a
hair is
problem with
quite
that
odd.
for Alistair as well, because a lot of people thought he was a ginger, and it's like it's blonde.
No,
No, it's red. And it's like
See-
it's a little of both, but
red or
mostly
brown,
blonde.
I would have completely agreed with. I never thought of him as a ginger.
Alistair?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Blonde or brown, I would be completely fine seeing it.
It's almost this color. It's just a little bit more vibrant. So
Righto. Well, on that very manly topic, I say we close out.
all right, sounds
All right.
like a plan. Sounds like an action plan.
Mhm.
Yep.
So if no, not yet. You hold on to that, because if you want to contact us, so we have topics to talk about, like our discussion about different types of cosplays, which I thought was okay, but hopefully you thought was okay. You can email us at I can't do it.
You can't
It's
talk,
backward.
but you guys can read.
thelongconpodcast@gmail.com.
Or you can not give us questions, and it'll be boring like this every time.
Yeah, we talk about ourselves for a half hour, and then we're like, oh, maybe we should talk about something that other people can talk about.
Tweet
Also,
us.
if you'd like to comment and weigh in on what your favorite type of cosplay is, or any opinions you have on that, you can write in the comments or send us an email, and we'll talk about it on the show next time.
Or you can call Bly's cell and leave him a voice message.
I'm not putting my number up there.
Yeah. Or you can send a letter to his address.
His home address, where he
Yeah.
sleeps.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, no.
Or you can go to his work and talk to him there.
It's okay. Just tell him Kevin sent you.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna put like different types of crocodiles there. How about that? I was gonna say birds, but I'm like, no, there's people who would probably put birds there. What
I
would
would
be
put birds there. I'd put a
some-
bird
what
on
would
it.
be something that most people wouldn't put there? Crocodiles. So
All right.
there's gonna be a crocodile up here too.
Yeah. And tweet us at our individual tweets.
Yeah, mine is here.
Mine is here.
Do the thing, Dale. Oh, there you go. Do it again. Do it again and say something.
Fling. If you can't find me,
Google Hangouts is doing the thing where it's messing around with the.
if you can't find me from those two Twitter handles, then you have an issue.
Yeah, they're all there. I promise. All right, Nick, set us out.
Later, chumps.